Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to reacting the Madoka Magica. Tonight, we're not actually reacting to anything. We are just doing the Madoka Magica character tier list. We're actually doing two tier lists. We do the character tier list, which is like how much the character brought like enjoyment and good things into like the plot and the story. And then the second tier list is just a waifu tier list because I mean it's anime. What am I supposed to not do a waifu tier list? CC Cleaner wants me to. Okay, sorry. It's like my ad blocker just showed up. Don't worry about that. So, yeah, I mean, there's not that much to say. I've watched Rebellion and I've watched the main story. That's where we're at. So I don't care if I'm going to put like your favorite character in like C tier and then you're going to be like, oh, but what about their like 17 side stories? Okay. You know what? Make your own tier list. It's okay. It's public. You can do this too. Just type Madoka Magica tier list. Boom, you're there. But I mean, honestly, no, you can tell me about your character's side path. That's fine. Just understand what I've seen, okay? So yeah, I mean, not really too much to say. These are just kind of a fun way to kind of decompress from the show. We are going to actually do a reaction to some of the extra stuff, like the concept trailer for the next movie, the teaser trailer, maybe like the OP for the movie 1 and movie 2, like the recap movies. Something like that. I'll make a little list and we'll blitz through a couple of those. And then maybe watch some of the other Magica shows at some point, but I don't know. Nothing planned on that regard. But yeah, let's jump into this. Best character IMO is where we're starting. Or this is where we're starting. The best character news. We got freaking Hitomi and Homura first. I still think it's so funny that like I also, okay, real quick sidebar because I think it's funny. I swapped like Hitomi and Homura's names for like half an episode on the finale, which was so weird. I don't know how that happened, but I also did it with Kyoko and Kyosuke. Wait, where are they? These two, yeah, they're next to each other. I literally did with Kyoko and Kyosuke on the freaking Rebellion movie for like 10 minutes. It's so, I don't know how that keeps happening to me. It's so weird. Okay, Hitomi. Hitomi's like C tier. Hitomi doesn't really do anything. She's just kind of like things happen to her, and then because she has ties to the main characters, she like that's the only reason she matters. In Rebellion, I mean, it was her dream. In the original story, like she got hit by a witch. She just kind of has things happen to her as like the stand-in for like the characters that the non-magical characters that the magical girls care about. So like, tell me, okay, like you do your job, I guess. And I guess you stole Sayaka's boy. You know, you stole Kyosuke, so I can kind of respect that. I mean, that gave you a little bit of plot significance. Which is probably why you're not garbage trash character and you're actually C tier. You're just kind of a plot character, right? You're only there for things to happen to you instead of actually being like a character engaged with the plot. Except for the Sayaka thing, which is the only reason you're in C tier. I like that. I'm okay with that. Homura. Oh my gosh, this is going to get so, like, controversial. I hate Homura. No, I don't hate Homura. Homura's probably A. I really like Homura. Homura's, like the mysterious, right? Freaking, like, she's, like, carrying the beginning of the story, kind of, like, giving you the idea of, like, oh, shoot, like, there's something more going on than just the magical girls. I mean, she's hunting down Kyubey. She has her entire, like, time travel, like, mini episodes, or, like, episodes to herself. She's basically the main character in Rebellion. So, I mean, she just does so much. And, like, she's got that edgy, like, morbid creativity, right? Like, in Rebellion, when she freaking glocked herself in the head to shoot Mommy's ribbon. I'm here for that. That's phenomenal. That's, like, the smartest thing I've ever seen someone do. But it's also horrible, but it fits for her character because she does this. She's out here. Yeah, she's very solidly A. She's not S for me, but she's A. She's really good. Like, this, honestly, I kind of want to do this. You know, I'm actually going to just do this. C, S, A, B. I'm going to have to add another row. I want one more because I feel like the characters are so good that I need a best character and an S character, you know? There we go. Okay, yeah, so she's S, but she's not like my top babies. Tell me, yeah, you can have fun in B tier. You got promoted, but only because of how good Homura is. Okay, Madoka's mom. Maybe like high B, probably top of B. Kind of want to put Hitomi in C. God, it feels bad to have Hitomi and Madoka's mom in the same tier. I mean, Madoka's mom spits bars, right? Like engages with Madoka trying to figure out the whole like magical girl, like should I go become God thing. Like she's the one that Madoka's talking to. She's funny. And I like her. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do this. Okay. This character trash. I hate this character. This is the teacher, right? The teacher is absolute garbage, stinko bonzo. She's pretty much the reason this tier exists. All she does is trip. She just goes in front of the classroom and then loses her mind. She's like, get out of here. I'm not done with. I'm not even playing with you. Kyosuke. Kyosuke, like, is interesting to me because I actually don't like his character that much. He's very, like, plain and doesn't really do anything ever. But his significance to Sayaka is literally so good for Sayaka's character. The whole violent thing. Like, I'm such a hoe for the tragic artist, the tragic musician, like, that entire archetype. I'm here for that. I'm super here for that. And homie's got, like, that's his entire thing, but that's all he is. So I'm probably bottom of B. I could really honestly even argue top of C, but I'm probably gonna do bottom of B just because he gets so much, like, he's the entire focus for Sayaka. And Sayaka has, like, a huge character in, like, the early to mid game and, like, the mid game of the original story, which I think is, like, other than the movie, probably the highlight. The movie, I really like the movie. The movie was a banger. Kyoko's probably S tier for me. Or, like, best character tier. The best characters. I might put in multiple. I don't know. But parenthesis, S, and parenthesis. She's just so good. She brings me so much joy. Like, every time she's on scene, like, she's got so much personality. I don't like her original showing. Her original showing was kind of weak to me when she was just aggressive. But then as soon as she started character developing off of Sayaka, she immediately jumped to the top tier. Because, like, her backstory, so good. Like, the way she approaches the magical girl thing is, like, so good. You know, like, she's just out for herself. But then as soon as she's, like, contrasted that with, like, Sayaka, who's in this pursuit of justice, and Kyoko's like, ah, shoot, like, I kind of see myself in Sayaka kind of thing, then that causes, like, Kyoko to change and become a, like, and then her, like, killing herself with Sayaka. Dude, it's just so good. It's just so good. She's above Homura for me, definitely. Sorry, Homura. And I'd probably say so much so that she gets the tier gap. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Once I get, like, Sayaka in this hoe, and maybe, like devil, demon Homura, maybe we can talk. But for now, God Maguka, God Madoka, God Doka, Madeity, Majesus. Okay. Where are you? You're not S tier, sorry. It's interesting because we have both of these Madokas. We should probably put them next to each other. God Madoka might even be a tier down from normal Madoka, because God Madoka, like, is just Madoka minus all the things that make me relate to Madoka, which is, like, the insecurity, right? She's just like she's just nothing. She's just a concept. Like, she's just kind of like, I'm hope, and that's kind of end of the deal. So that's not really interesting. I'd probably, honestly, this feels pretty good. Madoka in an A tier, you know, she's solid. She's the protagonist. She has her character arc of like being put down, and then finally, like, despite all the terror and, like, the horrible things going on in the world, she still is like, no, I'm still gonna have hope. I'm still gonna wish for a better future. Like, stop me, I dare you, Kyubey. And by Kyubey, I mean, like, Homura, because Homura's the one telling her not to. So it's like, there's, like, an entire thing going on there that you gotta respect, but as soon as she turns into a concept of space-time, concept of hope situation, she's just a concept. Like, she doesn't do anything anymore. She, like, kills the witches, and then, like, is like, yeah, let me go chat it up with my boys, and then it's just like, that's it. Like, you can't put them on the same tier. No. We do this. Wait, how am I gonna do the waifu tier list with God Madoka? Oh no. Yeah, Mommy's really hard to rate. I kind of like Mommy. I think Mommy's bottom of A. I think I like Mommy quite a bit. She's, like, a lot of fun, and she's pretty engaging. And then she gets chomped, and she has, like, some hidden insecurities. She might even be higher than Madoka, honestly. She just got hoed so quickly that she wasn't in the story very long. Right, but her being, like, her entire thing of, like, she doesn't want to die alone, that's the wish she made, and then as soon as she's not alone, she dies. Crazy. That's crazy. I love that. And her, like, wanting the duo companionship with Madoka, that's really good. In the movie, she gets Bebe, so she has, like, that friend to kind of bounce off of, and that's really sweet. Her fight with Homura, like, she's just so strong, and you gotta respect the strength. Like, her fight with Homura is so good that I don't even think Madoka, like, she beats Madoka just because her fight with Homura was that good. And, like, there were a lot of cool details that, like, people point out in the comments. Like, she had like tied her ribbon to Homura's ankle or whatever before Homura even kidnapped Bebe because she's that smart. And then in the fight, she was ribbons the entire time. Like, that's so smart. Except, I don't know if I think her soul gem was still legit. Because she didn't know that the soul gem housed the soul, right? So I don't think she did. So she probably put the soul gem with the bundle of ribbons, thinking like, okay, my soul gem's close to my ribbons. That makes it really easy for like they're close together, so the connection's probably really strong, so she can pilot the ribbons really well. And she thinks like, oh, my main body's not there, so like I'm safe. But really, if Homura shot the soul gem, she probably still would have died. I think that's probably what was going on. So like, she had completely outplayed Homura except for that piece of information she was lacking. I think if Homura was straight savage, could have killed her. With the soul gem. I don't know if the gun could kill the soul gem by shooting it. I mean, probably it's a Glock, but I don't know. That's a complete sidebar. But that kind of like high level action is, I think, why she beats Madoka. Because Madoka, again, like as a character, I think is like a little weak as a main character. Like contrast, like I think out of the 5 magical girls, Madoka's the weakest. You know, she is like relatable and super sweet, but she doesn't get like, she lacks like a depth, or I don't know if depth is the right word. She lacks something for me. Like every character's got like these crazy arcs going on, but like to her, it's just like she is insecure until she's not, because she has the power to become powerful with being a magical girl. And we don't like, there's not like a huge twist and payoff because we just see it in the other timelines, you know, in like episode 10, 11, she's just, you know, we see her being confident with Homura. And if you want to like, I don't know, she just comes off as a little bland to me just because she's just pure. She's just sweet. You know, she doesn't like, you know, the beginning half of her being like scared of being a magical girl and like being like upset with her own cowardice, that's really good. But then they stopped doing that like at all. Like that all went away when just things got to a point that she just couldn't be cowardice anymore, you know? I mean, that was so good. I almost want to put Mommy below her because Mommy doesn't really get, I don't know. These two are the 2 weakest of the magical girls. Still really good characters. That's why I switched it. This isn't B tier, this is A tier because they're still A tier characters. I just think Madoka's probably the weakest. Okay, Bebe is really cute. Bebe was a fun addition to the movie. Probably top of B tier. Can't put her in A tier. I'm sorry, Bebe. You just haven't had enough screen time and you're like, you just eat cake. You know, the B tier is kind of for characters that just kind of do one thing. Bebe is like cute and like Mommy's friend. God Madoka is just God Madoka in it up. Mama Violin Boy is just tragedy. You know, it just is what it is. There's not really much to say, I feel like, on Bebe. If we get more Bebe action, then we can start talking. But for now, I'm sorry, baby. You're just a little B, baby. It's all B. B, baby. Get it? Okay, I'm done with that. Sayaka's S tier. Sayaka's the best. Maybe I've been thinking, because I knew I was gonna make this tier list, right? I cannot figure this out. Who I like? Who I think it contributes more to the story? I think Sayaka might be the best one. Which I'm sure some people are pissed about this, by the way. But she just does so much all the time. She's always a part of the story in a like really impactful way to me. You know? Because like, think about it, right? Beginning of the story, she becomes a magical girl before even Madoka does. We get to see like the problems and like the trials of being a magical girl right away, right? She has her entire thing with Violin Boy, which is really solid. I really am a hoe for that. She like has to navigate the issue of like, did I save him for me or did I save him for him? Like, why did I make this wish? Do I regret it? And she like overcompensates by saying, oh, I'm not going to regret anything ever, you know? Which is crazy. I'm here for all of that. And then in the movie, she does share the one regret she has is leaving Kyoko behind, which ties back to her becoming a witch. And her as a witch is like an entire really, really good thing because it's like, it's the first time she's the reveal that magical girls are witches, which is like one of the biggest plot twists potentially, right? Other than the movie potentially, you know, blah, 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 blah. But like huge plot twist, huge thing for her. And she's the middle of it. And her entire like downfall, her like corruption arc, like the way it's written makes a lot of sense. You know, she's throwing herself like into like a, she's not taking care of herself, right? She's distancing herself from her body and throwing her into a witch combat and then just getting like destroyed. But she's just fine with it. And she's like laughing because she's not in pain. And so like she was able to like, through damaging herself, like remove herself from the pain. And it's like this entire thing and it's so good. It's just, almost want to do this. I almost want to like not even let Kyoko into it because it's that good to me. She just does so much. And then like she becomes a witch, you know? And then in the movie, she's like this like an angel. She's like an angel. She's working for God. She's like sympathetic towards the witch, which is Homura, right? But she's like the sympathy with the witch, which like correlates to Sayaka is like doing witch stuff, you know? I mean, that's like what Sayaka does. And so like her sympathy with the witch is like super cool. That's something I didn't even mention like enough at all. Like I'm here for that a lot. Because only she really understands that, you know, because she's been there. And then in the movie when she like stabs herself, and then out from the blood comes her witch form, and then her witch is fighting off a Homura's witch. That's just crazy. That's just so good. I mean, it's like she's using the evil, you know, the evil shadow self witchdom of her as a way, like in a good way, in a positive way. And that's just conceptually so good to me. That's so good to me. I love it so much. I think Sayaka brings the most to the story. I think her and like her base personality, I don't really care for that much, honestly. You know, like I mean I like her, but like it's not like Hiyoko's base personality is probably my favorite base personality, right? Like the way she interacts with the world normally. But in terms of plot significance and how much she brings to the plot, Sayaka does the most work, like throughout the entire thing. She just makes things happen. If you want to say like, oh, Homura is making things happen, like she's the entire thing too. I mean, yes, but not really. Like Sayaka's getting all these really impactful, emotional, like character beat moments, right? With the witch things, with the freaking bringing out the witch shadow self things, with the freaking getting mad at Madoka, corruption arc, pushing away her closest friends, watching as Hitomi steals her boy, you know, doing all this stuff, freaking arguing with the other magical girls, like bringing contention in, sympathizing with the witch. She does so many things the entire show. But like these other characters don't do nearly as much. I mean, Hitomi's like doing the time loop, which is like the biggest thing of the entire show, but like that's one thing. And then in the movie, she like is the main character, and I mean like just is the witch, you know? But like I feel like Sayaka just does so much, like especially as a side character. Like if Sayaka got the attention that like the main characters did, which arguably she kind of does, but like I don't know, I'm just here for it. I think all the emotional beats land the best with her. It's just so good. It's just so good. Madoka's brother. Am I really gonna put him in garbage trash? I mean, Madoka's family is just kind of garbage, other than the mom. He's just kind of there because she like to like add another member of the family. Both of them, honestly, they have like 3 speaking lines each. Like, and the kid's just kind of a kid. I mean, the thing at the end of episode 12, right, when he's like, Madoka, my little imaginary friend Madoka, and Homer's like, yup, that's my girl right there. You know, like that's pretty good, I guess. But maybe maybe the little brother's in the bottom of C tier, and then the dad's on top of garbage because he just doesn't do anything. He like makes her, he makes Madoka toast like once, and then that's his entire contribution to the story. Glasses Homer is probably, I don't like Glasses Homer actually. All she really is like having 3 Homeras kind of like makes this hard. She's probably top of B. All she really is like Homura, but beta, right? And she's kind of like a parallel to, or like a foil. I don't know if I'm using foil correctly, but she's a parallel to like Madoka, right? Madoka's arc, where like both her and Madoka started off like in a similar spot. You know, both nerdy, kind of beta, kind of like shy, whatever. Like they act very similar before they become magical girls, and then they both become magical girls. Madoka becomes very confident, ascends towards godhood. Homura becomes jaded because of the whole time loop and like gets mentally destroyed and descends towards demon area, or at least thinks she's doing that. You can argue she's not actually doing that, but you know, they like that, her own like Glasses Homura only serves to establish the parallel between Madoka and Homura. She doesn't really add anything like other than that, so probably below God Madoka, probably right there. Kyubey is really hard to rank. I love Kyubey. I mean, Kyubey's an antagonist, right? Him being like the cute familiar that's actually the antagonist is pretty good. His logic doesn't really like hold up that well. I don't like his logic thing that much because like a lot of times it's like, dude, what's so logical about giving a teenage hormonal girl magical powers that ascend her to godhood? And like you've been working with these humans for how long, Kyubey? Like millennia, since like the beginning, right? And you're telling me in all of your studies and all of your workings with humans that you're not aware that if you treat a human in a way that like is not nice, that they won't like you. Like even if you're perfectly logical, sometimes they'll still get mad at you, right? And that's dangerous, right? Like that's obvious. Like obviously sometimes they just get mad at you for reasons you don't understand, right? You're messing with forces beyond your understanding. And so why in this that you're messing with forces beyond your understanding are you giving Madoka god power? For entropy, you don't need that. You don't need to do that. You have enough entropy to stave off the end of the universe already. It's just more of it. So don't do that because you're threatening, you're literally putting the entire universe at risk by giving it to a girl like this. Just, if they're too powerful, just lay off. Know your boundaries. Like it's just a little like stupid. It's reckless and stupid. Top of C tier probably. Nah, maybe like, probably this actually. At least he is a dick. And at least he's super hateable. I'll probably do this. I think he falls just below God Madoka. Maybe top of B. That's really hard to say. Because he's hateable. And he's getting hoed. And he's like the entire reason that the Rebellion movie even happened. And it's like he serves as like the no emotion, like, do whatever it costs kind of thing. I respect it. But you don't beat Bebe. Bebe's too cute. And their relationship with Mommy is too pure for me to like say you beat Bebe. Well, no, Bebe sucks. Screw Bebe. Bebe goes below God Madoka. Sorry, Bebe. Beats Glasses Homura though. Beta Homura. What's it called? Momura? I think there's a tie. Someone has let me know down below. For a Kyubey, I mean, you're probably top of B. I really want to say you're better than God Madoka. I think I will. God Madoka doesn't do anything. At least Kyubey is doing things in the story. And is someone that I hate. And honestly, you know what? I would probably do like this, except for the end credit scene in Rebellion, I think takes him all the way to the top of B. Because him lying on the grass after Homura's like gone off the edge of the cut in half thing, you know? Him lying on the grass, like shaking a little bit, like kind of like a wet cat imagery. Potentially being like the vessel for all like curses or negativity or whatever. I've heard that as an interpretation, which I really like. Like that. And I mean, maybe he's developing emotion right now as a mental disease. Whoa! But like him just being there and like zooming in on his eyes was like one of the best moments in the entire show for me. It was so good. I love it. And I just love it so much. It's probably top 3 moments in the entire show for me. It's zooming in on him with that crazy music playing. Oh yeah, I have a freaking Madoka Magica soundtrack I was going to listen to during this, like right here. Shout out to What Is Justice. I'll link this down below. Let me actually listen to this. I forgot I was going to do that. Okay, Madoka Magica soundtrack. 3, 2, 1, bang. All right, listen along if you want. You're not going to be hearing it because, let me actually mute it because copyright. But if you want to listen to Madoka Magica music, you know, we can listen along. Cute, wholesome. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a good reasoning for Kyubey. Freaking, one thing I also want to mention, this is crazy. You're not ready for this. OP of Madoka Magica. Am I going to pull up the OP? I kind of want to. I'm going to pull up the OP. You can't stop me. The OP from Madoka Magica when Madoka is freaking, like, looking at herself. Madoka Magica OP. Trust me, it's worth it. You'll understand. Shut up. I'm actually going to let you hear the music a little bit. No, I'm not. It's copyright. Am I stupid? Am I actually stupid? I paused this. You know what? We're off. It's okay. Just close the soundtrack. It's okay. Where is it? This part. If you watched me watch the original stuff, you know what I'm talking about. This part. Right? I love this part so much. And in the theorizing, I was freaking going ham on this. Because it's so freaking good. It's so good. It's like the two selves. It's like the magical girl self, the normal self, and like the unification of them, and like the transformation sequence. And I'm just here for it, right? It's like it's the best part of the entire OP. One of the best parts of the show. God Madoka, human Madoka. I think that's what you can interpret it as. Normal Madoka, God Madoka. That's why she's got the long hair. That's why she's the ethereal one. And this is normal Madoka, just a little beta normal Madoka. The OP for the normal show sets up the split for the movie, Rebellion movie, when Homura splits the fragments her. This is the two fragments. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I don't think that's necessarily what they were going for here, but it works. That's what's important. It works, and I love this part so much. It's so good. So maybe we'll see a point where like the two fragments of Madoka, and like in the next movie, two fragments of Madoka come back together. You know, and that's gonna be like incredible. That's gonna be beautiful and like amazing, and it's gonna be this. It's gonna be this, man. Okay, I just had to sidebar tangent. Okay. Lucifer Homura. Okay, I'm just gonna restart the soundtrack so you can actually, if you want to listen along, you can actually listen along. 3, 2, 1, bang. Okay. Oh, really good. Probably that. I think Homura going sicko mode Lucifer, was really great. I liked it a lot. Great twist, you know, makes sense for her character. This love, this possessive love kind of thing, which is like toxic. Her thinking that she's like, her thinking of herself as evil incarnate is like reflective of her self-image, because we just got past all like the suicide imagery in the movie, right, with the guillotine and her, you know, even shooting herself in the head, or like looking like she was going to shoot herself in the head, was kind of cluing in on that. So much suicide imagery, which clues into her low self-image, which then saying that she's evil incarnate is like an affirmation of that, right? It's like she's just accepting she's evil now, and there's like a really twisted like gain of control in that idea, you know, like, let me be evil. Like, if I'm gonna be evil, then I'm going to accept myself as evil. Like, I'm that guy. That's juicy. That's so good. I almost want to do like this, but I'm not gonna. Because it's just so good. I just love it so much. I think this is probably it. I freaking love Sayaka. Sayaka does so much for this story. She like carries. You can hate Sayaka. I don't even know how much I like Sayaka as like a person, but in terms of like what she did to add to the story, her thematic elements are the ones that I like. I like the most, of like self-destruction, the shadow self with the witch. You know, shout out to Carl Jung or whatever his name is. The freaking pushing away your friends, like this corruption arc. Like, she did it. I love that so much. And I think the way they executed it was like really well done. Honestly, like, probably the best part of the original show for me was just watching Sayaka lose her mind. I thought that was just really good. And then Kyoko's up here so high because I like how Kyoko interacts with the world so much, and because of her relationship with Sayaka is so good. I love it so much. I kind of want to do this because I really like the Homura Lucifer twist. But I feel wrong not having Sayaka and Kyoko next to each other. I like it so much. It's really hard to not put Lucifer Homura right here. Demon Homura. Satan Homura. It's just so good. I think, you know what I think I'll do? I think I'm going to keep Kyoko in second, for the only reason that we only see Satan Homura for like 10 minutes. Once we get another movie and like Demon Homura gets more action, then we can talk. But for now, in what I've seen, this is good. Yeah, I like it. Okay, waifu tier list time. Waifu. Platonically, they are school children. They are in high school. They are in high school. In parentheses. Okay. You trash garbage. Okay. Do I need an S tier? Probably. I'll just do the same thing I did. S, A, B, add one more row below. Make you light green. C. Make you garbage. Okay. Boom. I don't want to do Satan Homura until last. That's not on my docket. Oh wait, let me put best. Best waifu platonically, they are in high school. Remember, platonically. Hitomi's garbage. She's rich. She's rich. I don't like her. She kind of just doesn't do anything. She's just kind of like nothing. She's like kind of she's like a brick wall. She's dono wall. Okay, Homura. That was easy. Homura's not a good waifu. For me. This is my waifu list. You make your own waifu list. Homura is just toxic. And she's what's the term? Like tsundere or whatever? I don't freaking know. She's a Rei from Evangelion. You know, like doesn't show emotional vulnerability and then it all comes crashing out at once. I like someone that shows their heart, like on their, like more often, you know? I don't like the cold stoicness. Probably that. I mean, the only reason she's not you trash garbage is because we have someone like freaking Madoka's dad, you know? She's just like, I mean, if you're into like, if you want to make love to a brick wall, then like these two are for you, but like that's not me. Homura is more interesting. At least she has time powers, so she could like time freeze, do something cool. I don't know, like Hitomi has nothing. At least she has time powers. Madoka's mom is really saucy. She's at least A tier. She's got the sauce. She's got the sauce. Oh, you trash garbage. Let me just... Madoka's school teacher is garbage, too. She's probably the worst. Yeah, she's the worst one. At least Madoka's dad will make you breakfast in the morning. Madoka's mom. I don't know. She's kind of... Okay, so she's kind of a baddie, right? And she's a grown woman. That's kind of helpful as well. Though, I guess it doesn't matter because it's platonic. But... she, you know, platonic. Get out of here! Get out of here! Shut up! Frick. Maybe like I need more characters. I'll put her in A for now. I need more characters. I kind of like Violin Boy. I think he's bottom of B. He at least is like really good at the violin, right? I think I like the stoic look on like guys more than girls. It just fits better for me. So I'm probably here for that. And I don't like having all the men down in like you trash garbage. You know, gotta shout out my boy. Okay, Kyoko. Frick. Kyoko's kind of saucy though. Kyoko versus Madoka's mom. I gotta let Kyoko win that one. I gotta let Kyoko take the dub. Kyoko just got that personality, you know, and she got the snack gimmick. She always give you a snack, and she got that she's got like my favorite personality, perhaps. She's so fun. God Madoka. That Glit Glock. What am I talking about? I love the music in this show so much. Can't believe I forgot to listen to the soundtrack up until now. Man, I'm hungry. I want to eat something. Okay, Madoka. Let me actually do this. She's a concept. She doesn't even does she even have a physical body? But like, think about, you know what? I think she's top of A for the reason of the scene of her and Homura like chilling in the cosmos or whatever. That's my girl. God Madoka is like a sensory deprivation tank. You know, you could just literally lay down and God Madoka would just be all around you. That's kind of hype. I'm here for it. Madoka's really close to the top. I don't know who's gonna win. These two are probably the two highest. Wow, but Mommy's on the list. Oh, shoot. These three are really solid. I don't know, man. Oh, frick. Madoka's so sweet. She's like so sweet, and like she would make like such a perfect friend. Always there for you. Always so sweet, so positive. Not like emotionally vulnerable. I love all those traits so much. Like I would want to give Madoka a hug and be like, "What's up, Madoka?" Like, or like something. I don't even know. Homer's just, or Madoka's just my girl, you know? That's the crazy thing. Like, as a character, she doesn't do that much, but like her personality and like what she like is, while bland, is so sweet and pure. You gotta love her for that. But then Mommy got them. Mommy, talk about it. Mommy's just. I think Mommy probably loses to both of these people, but to both Kyoko and Madoka. But like Mommy though, like gotta respect Mommy. She got that like that older sister, like not older sister, like her name's Mommy. Okay, what else do I have to say? She's got it. Okay, she's got it. Bebe's like not happening. I'm sorry. Bebe's like, she's adorable, but she's also like 8, and she's like a kid, you know. And like I'm not trying to platonic with a kid right now. Like, I mean, like, what's good with you? Like, I guess, but I'm not gonna like hang out with a kid. Probably that. I'd probably hang out with Madoka's dad before I'd hang out with the kid. Sayaka. Sayaka's probably like bottom of A. Maybe like right here. Probably like right there. I think Sayaka, like, I don't know, like, Sayaka, I feel like Sayaka and Ai's personality, we would both be too good boy, you know, like she's like law-abiding citizen, right? She's too lawful good. I think like my lawful good tendencies would like mix with hers in a way that would just become so boring. Like her and Kyoko work together so well, like as friends, because they're like opposites, but they're also the same, you know? Like they're so similar, but then their personalities are very different. So like they clash in like a really friendly, fun way. I wouldn't have that with Sayaka at all. Which is one reason I have Kyoko so high, because it'd be like, Kyoko, you little devil, I love you so much. Madoka's brother just sucks. I mean, the teacher sucks more, but it's Madoka's brother. I almost want to make another tier just for these two at the very bottom. I think I will. I'm gonna add a D tier. It just is what it is, okay? Like this. Good. I don't want to put my girl Bebe in ew trash garbage because she's fun and she's sweet and she's cute. But like, you know. Beta Homura is just Madoka, but like significantly worse. She's Madoka, but like I don't like it. Oh, how's she pan out to normal Homura? Maybe I do this. I really don't jam with like Beta Homura. She just got no confidence. Where like Madoka's got that like Madoka like is insecure, but she's also confident if you like really push her on her ideals, you know? Where I feel like Beta Homura is just insecure. Normal Homura at least got some swag. Yeah, I like this. Top of C, bottom of B. Cube has no emotions. Is a monster. Can't be a waifu. But Toxic Love by Britney Spears, Toxic by Britney Spears, Homura is pretty saucy. Probably like that. Probably bottom of A. I mean, because she's got that succubus. She's a succubus. You gotta love the succubus. Beats Sayaka, beats God Madoka. Surely beats God Madoka. I think she beats Sayaka too. She's got the succubus energy. I am here for the succubus energy. This is like I don't like Beta Homura because she's just insecure. I don't like normal Homura that much because she's like a brick wall. This is like the succubus, like not dripping. Whoa, okay. We need to talk about, I was gonna say like dripping with something. Not, you know, okay. Okay, get that out of here. Swipe that away. Okay. She's just like, you know, let me do someone else right now. Okay, Madoka, Sayaka, and Mami. Kyoko and Mami. Which of them win? I don't think Succubus Homura is going. I think Succubus Homura is probably top of A. I think one of them's gonna be top, and then the other two are gonna be in S. I think Mami's in S. She is a mommy, and she's sweet with it, but she's a little like kind of law-abiding in the same way I was having trouble with Sayaka. Except Sayaka got less swag. You know? Sayaka got less swag. Mommy's got like all the swag and like confidence, Well, both of them are confident, but both. Mommy just does the archetype better, like the law-abiding archetype better, and she'll make you a crazy tea. Kyoko or Madoka? I don't know. I don't know. I think Madoka might get boring. I think Kyoko would be so fun. I think Kyoko would just always be fun, but Madoka would just become one note and kind of boring. Like, she's so sweet. She's like the if you've heard the thing of like a friend that like would you rather have a friend that's like super fun but really mean, or a super boring friend that's really nice? Like, Madoka's kind of boring but is super nice. I think this is it. I think I would still rather Madoka over Mommy, just because Madoka's so like pure and sweet, and I just like, I feel like you could always relax around Madoka. But Kyoko's fun. Kyoko's fun. And she like bounces off of like certain archetypes really well, like the Sayaka archetype, which honestly, like, I relate to Sayaka a lot in a lot of ways. One reason why I freaking love Sayaka so much. And the way Kyoko and Sayaka interact are like it's my favorite character dynamic in the entire show. So I gotta, if I relate to Sayaka, I gotta put Kyoko top. Alright, any of this I need to like sort? Kyubei's versus the crazy school teacher. Kyubei's cute. Kyubei's cute. Kyubei beats this tier. Kyubei's top of this tier because Kyubei's cute. Baby is cute, but like is like 8 and likes cheese too much. Madoka's dad at least will cook for you. At least Madoka's dad will cook for you. Nah, Hitomi's rich. The rich buff gets you to C tier. Glasses Homura is just beta insecure, not here for it. Insecure, not in a fun way. Not insecure in a way I like. Like stoic Homura versus Violin Boy. Homura probably pulls it off more, huh? Because Violin Boy, it comes from like a lack of like personality. Well, at least Homura. Wow, I almost swapped their names again. At least Homura like comes from a place of like tragedy. You know, with the whole time loop thing. So, Madoka's mom, kind of bad, kind of crazy, got some good lines. I'd rather hang out with Sayaka any day of the week. God Madoka is like the pure part of Madoka minus the parts that make me care about Madoka, because she's just a god, you know, so it's like, okay, and? I think Sayaka's above God Madoka, just because I respect Sayaka and like, I don't know. I feel like you could have a lot of good conversations with Sayaka. I love this music in this show so much, so I'm listening to it right now, you know? Sayaka versus like Satan Homura is really tough. Because like Satan Homura's like succubus energy, man. But she's also so toxic. She's a possessive, and I'm kind of into that possessive, like ultra. Like, I like clingy, but I don't like possessive. Clingy's fun because it's like endearing. I find it endearing. Possessive is like fun in like a, but it's like whoa, you know? It's just toxic. It's like it's the clingy, and it's not endearing as much as it's like kind of intimidating. Like it's like I don't want to. Oh my gosh, there's so many terms I want to use, but I'm trying to keep this like relatively platonic. That's the problem with Satan Homura. She's just too succubus. But Sayaka's kind of cringe. Sayaka's kind of cringe. Sayaka's like the parts of myself that I think are cringe, but as a character, like the law-abiding, you know. She's just she's so engaging as a character. Like, I'd want to be like, me and Sayaka would be really good friends, I think. But like, in the way that like we wouldn't like spending time with each other that much. Like, that wouldn't be the reason we're friends. We're friends because we relate and we can talk to each other about like this crazy stuff, you know. Wow, me over here hypothetically talking to anime girls. Whoa, what has my life become? Okay, talk about it. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. Mommy versus Madoka. Madoka just too sweet with it. Sorry, Mommy. I almost want to drop Mommy and raise Lucifer Homura. But it's just too toxic for me. It's just too toxic to be third place. Fourth place, fine. Third place, no shot. Madoka beats Mommy, and I think Kyoko wins. Am I confident with that? I think I am. We're also like 40-something minutes into this, so like, am I really trying to keep going? I mean, surely, right? Because like Madoka's sweet, but I think she's just slightly too cardboard. Kyoko's like sweet and she cares. She cares so much, but she has to learn to care again because of her relationship with her family and because of how wrong that went. So like the process of like reopening up, which she did with Sayaka, is like so like that gets my heart. That gets my heart going so well, you know? So I think Kyoko just wins. Yeah, as soon as I start really thinking about it, Kyoko is like indisputable. No shot. No shot. Kyoko wins. Okay, boom. Well, that does it for the double tier list. We are still going to be doing a little bit more to like the reactions to the concept trailer, to the normal trailer, all that kind of stuff. I'll be pumping that out relatively soon. So yeah, just FYI, go check that out if you care. If you don't, it's okay. I mean, who really cares about anything, right? But yeah, I mean, let me know your thoughts about how wrong I am or how right I am down below. You know how it goes. I'm curious who Sims for. I mean, there's a lot of really good characters. So like, I don't know, if you're into brick walls, they got a couple brick walls for you. But you know, tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how right I am. I mean, objectively, I'm always correct, but I am interested to know. But yeah, that's all I really got for this tier list. On to the next, whatever. If you like the video, subscribe. If you are new, comment down below if you care. Do any of that if you want. Honestly, just do whatever you want at this point. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight. I'll see you in the next thing. Peace.